If you never want to be embarrassed by the quality of your past work, just don't release any music until you're on your deathbed. That's the honest solution. I've been focusing a lot on songwriting on my TikTok, which you should go follow. And one of the byproducts of that is people are asking me a lot of questions about songwriting. And so I thought I would just make a real quick video talking through all the things that I wish I knew when I started songwriting, like 10 years ago. Hopefully this is gonna help some of you avoid the mistakes that I made early on. Here are 5 things I wish I knew when I started songwriting. First thing is learn to write with other people. This one is honestly something that will just help you grow as a human being. You are going to run out of ideas if you only create in a box by yourself. Songwriters tend to be very self-centered, as in we tend to spend a lot of time focusing on ourselves. So it can be really helpful for you to spend time with other songwriters and get outside of your head. Because some of the ruts that you're experiencing as a writer might be coming from the fact that you're only focusing on how you write. Also, a healthy artist should be dependent on collaboration. In a video where John Bellion is breaking down the process of making Guillotine, he said this:
I'm at a point in my career where I need collaboration to like keep me moving. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The first 3 albums, I'm all alone. Sometimes, even with Mark, it's like, you know what? You do a bass line that you think will be dope. Here's the parameters. I need it to swim. You need that classic knock that I need. It needs to move in an organic way. But like, maybe I'm just gonna try to fit to what you do, because I'll think of something different.
Find a way to start getting involved with a writing group, or find somebody that you really gel with and start collaborating on stuff. The second thing that I see a lot of songwriters struggle with is creating the foundation or the scene of a song, laying down those initial storytelling elements. The more clarity you have for the vision for your song, the easier it will be to write. I talked about this one a lot in my last video, and it's because it's important. The setting and the imagery that you have in your head is going to determine where you go musically and creatively. And if you haven't decided on that foundation, you're going to wander aimlessly. Going back to the first point, one of the things that me and my friend Johnny Keenan would do is we would give each other writing challenges with very specific prompts. I remember one that I gave him was write a song in the style of Post Malone, but the lyrics need to be about Van Helsing.
Van Helsing, a film by Stephen Sommers.
And games like that really help you explore a scene, a mood, a story. Is this dark? Is this heavy? Is this happy? Is this fun? So the sooner you commit to a solid theme and go forward from it, the song will just kind of write itself. The third thing that I wish I knew is that finishing something is better than trying to get it perfect. There's this quote that I hear a lot of people say comes from the Google development team, and it's perfect is the enemy of done. We as songwriters tend to spend a lot of time nitpicking our songs, trying to make them perfect, which is a good intention. But what a lot of people will do is they will spend so much time nitpicking their song that they never put it out. We will spend so much time nitpicking this song. Well, what could be better? What can I push a little bit farther? And the problem is songs are subjective. They are art. There's always something that can be changed. It's not like a car where you can just do this checklist of things that should be working, and if it works, you can go. Everything is relative. So when you go down the rabbit hole of constantly nitpicking every decision you're making, that rabbit hole can go on forever. And sort of leading from that point into the next one, the fourth thing I wish I knew is that if you haven't put the song out in the public for the world to hear, then you haven't finished it. Sometimes we'll fool ourselves into thinking we're done with the song because we've written all the chords and the lyrics. And most of the time when I'm coaching people on how to write songs, that's the point where most people think that it's done. Okay, I've written everything and now we're good. It's like, no, you need to put it out in the public for everyone to see, because opening yourself up to ridicule is where you experience those growth moments as an artist. It's also the moment where you have a lot of clarity about the things that you wish you would have done differently. The second I've released the song and I can't touch it in the session anymore, I can't rewrite this lyric, I go, shoot, I should have changed that. And that moment is the thing that sticks with you, and that helps you grow the next time you go to write a song. And you need that, but you never experience that if you never put the song out, or if you put it out but you don't really push it at all. In order to grow, you need to have other people see it. And the fifth thing that I wish I knew as a beginning songwriter, you will always be better tomorrow than you are today. When songwriters are in the very early stages of their career and we start releasing music for the first time, we tend to have this fear, because when we are starting out, we are experiencing a lot of new growth. So the song that we wrote last week, we don't like as much as the song we wrote this week. And there can be this fear of, well, I don't want to show people this one because my next one's going to be better. You know, I need to keep writing these songs before I release music so that I can get all this out of my system, and then I can make a really good song and I'll release that one to the public. And if you're thinking that way, this is my word of advice. If you are a healthy artist, your next song is always going to be better than your last one, because you will have hopefully matured as an artist from that point. If you never want to be embarrassed by the quality of your past work, just don't release any music until you're on your deathbed. That's the honest solution. You are always going to be getting better. You are always going to be improving. Everybody has embarrassing yearbook photos from high school. Don't restrict yourself from showing people what you have just because you're afraid that it might not age well. You're going to be embarrassed. Your first music is always going to be the worst. Every song you release, you're going to gain experience. If you've released 100 songs, you have the experience of releasing 100 songs. That's baked into you as an artist. When I'm releasing my first song, I don't have that. So yeah, I just wanted to make this, and I hope you guys found this helpful. If you guys found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe. Leave a comment down below of things that you wish you knew as a beginning songwriter. I'll pin the best one. All right, the video's done. Now go make something cool.